All right, folks, I've made a tremendous decision, a fantastic decision. This is what we're playing next. It's going to be incredible.
Dream Team? Oh, hell yeah, Jack. Now this is a game for me.
You've played this before, Joe?
No, but look at the name, Dream Team. That's us, man. I mean, except for Don. He's more like the guy who fouls out in the first quarter.
Look, folks, it's like I said. No friends has to sneak into calls. Boom. Classic Ben. Let's begin. Before we get into a dumb debate with Ben, we'll kick him out when we're done. If he's nice, we'll let him play as Luigi next episode. Let's get started.
Then who's Luigi?
You. You are assigned to Luigi duty, well, during the easy fights, of course. I don't want you to die to a Goomba. If you played as Mario in the tutorial fight, you'd somehow find a way to die. Not even the persistent tutorials would help you.
Come on, man. I'll be practically untouchable. Stop lying.
I mean, it's fitting. Luigi is cowardly, slow, constantly afraid, not afraid to piss his pants in the face of danger. Oh, and he always trips and falls on his face like Joe on a weekly basis. There are more similarities than differences. You just use common sense, and the pieces fall into place.
Well, maybe you should take some notes, Joe. This game is about entering dreams, and you seem to be living in one 24/7.
Yeah, keep talking, Don. That comfy-looking Luigi sleep animation is making me drowsy.
Wait a minute. Ben, how did you even get in here? I didn't invite you. No one invited you. What are you doing here?
Oh, you guys don't know? It's simple. Ben has no friends, so he just hacks into calls to get people to talk to him. Sad. Just keep him here for now. Maybe we'll learn a thing or two as we play. He knows everything, so if Joe fucks up too much, he can hack the game and give him buffs.
That is a completely unfounded accusation. The reality is that I simply used logic and reasoning to determine the call's entry point.
So you hacked in?
No, that's not hacking. That's simply outthinking the opposition.
Wrong. I'm the MVP. I'm the Mario of this operation. Strong, powerful, a winner. I'm Tom Brady, but without the cheating. You're the basket case, Joe. This isn't even football, though. If it was, I would kick you through the goalpost, and I would get 20 points since America hates you so much.
This is why no one likes you. Fuck you, Donald.
All right, folks, here we go. Mario, Luigi, Toadsworth, Peach, and a bunch of little mushroom guys are all headed to Pillow Island. Beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful. It's basically the Mushroom Kingdom's Hawaii. Very luxurious, very classy.
Hawaii, huh? Guess that's where I'll be spending most of my time now. Retired, soaking up the sun, eating shaved ice, just living the dream. I ignored it when it was burning down during my presidency, but hey, now is a good time to visit.
Exactly, Joe. You're going to be out there with your little aviator sunglasses, ice cream in hand, pretending you're still relevant.
Actually, it's Pilo Island, not Pillow Island. And while there are some comparisons to Hawaii, it is not entirely analogous due to...
Ben, buddy, we're just trying to enjoy the game. Why you gotta ruin it with your little corrections? Learn how to shut up. It's not a hard concept, but you actually managed to fight against it. Piss off.
Fuck off into irrelevancy. I can't wait to see your new movie where you probably are just sleeping in the background for half of it. Go away.
Ben, you shouldn't be talking right now. We all want you to go away, but we are just being nice so you don't go insane from isolation. You're like the quiet kid at school, but without the guts. What? Was your mom the only person who bothered to sign your yearbook? Womp womp, she probably refused.
That's sad, but look at my pal Luigi. He has to use some out-of-these-world powers to get back on the blimp. He's always being forgotten, always in his brother's shadow. Maybe that's the same shadow my own brothers use to cozy up to China. They have the best hentai over there. Talk about a good deal. Whoa, look at that big dog. Kind of reminds me of my good boy Commander. Man, I miss that dog.
Oh, you mean the same dog that bit my arm when I visited the White House? Yeah, real good boy, Joe. What a true friend and companion indeed.
Ah, come on, man. He just didn't recognize you at first. He's protective. He doesn't like strangers. If he bites you, he is just having fun. He did it to me when I first got him. Natalie's nose was almost bit off, but hey, it was a good trade. A good granddaughter for an even better new friend.
Oh, he recognized him, all right. That dog saw Obama and said, nope, not today. Probably thought he was breaking in or something. It's instincts. It's what I'm thinking. Thought he was a robber, and I'm being generous. He could have mistaken him for a monkey. Wouldn't be too wrong, honestly.
I swear, that dog had it out for me. And good job being canceled, Donald. Have fun on Twitter tomorrow. If you don't get applauded by your Truth Social simps when you have your weekly deranged TED Talk with them.
Oh, great, it's Biden, but somehow worse. This guy's falling asleep before he even finishes talking.
Come on, man, I don't do that. Wait, hold on. Did he just say he studies the science of sleep?
Yeah, Joe, that's his whole deal, I guess.
Fellas, I gotta tell you, I know a lot about sleep science. It's all about the REM cycles, circadian rhythms, and the brain's glymphatic system cleaning itself during deep sleep.
Wait, Biden, are you actually making sense? That was a coherent explanation.
Of course. I read all about it between naps. Did you know melatonin production is regulated by light exposure and that deep sleep is when memory consolidation happens?
Oh, wow, Sleepy Joe, the expert on sleeping. Who would have guessed?
I'll be honest, Joe, I didn't think you had that in you.
You guys underestimate me. Sleep is serious business. Holy, what is that thing? It looks like a vampire. Trump, we gotta jump off this blimp now. He's gonna turn us all into vampires. We'll use you as a landing pad, Trump. I'm sure you'll be big enough to use you as a boat until we find land.
Joe, just shut up. You're not worth the dirt you'll be buried in. Vampires? Come on, Joe. He's just some weird Bat King guy. I've dealt with worse. I won't be your landing pad, by the way. I'm not letting you drop your ice cream cone on my beautiful, low, taper fade. Wait, what did I just say? Your dementia must be contagious. Can someone get this guy like 6 feet away from me? Not because of the social distancing thing, but the sight of you disgusts me. Just let me focus on the tutorial before I decide to beat you up next.
No, Trump, he's gonna bite you and you'll be sipping on Diet Coke instead of blood. You're gonna be a Diet Coke vampire. Stop missing your jumps and defeat him if you're so brave. But even Theodore Roosevelt knew when to hang up the gloves.
For those who don't speak Joe Biden's gibberish, he is saying that Donald's blood is made out of Diet Coke, probably correlating that to his Diet Coke button he replaced Biden's ice cream button with at the White House, among other things, causing Antasma to drink Diet Coke, not normal human blood.
Joe, that's not how vampires work, and you know that.
Vampires do, in fact, drink blood. Diet Coke would be a surprise for them. Coming out of a normal, abnormal human being would shock them. I believe as a...
Yeah, Ben, I know you're gonna get all technical, but just imagine Trump all pale and weird, chugging Diet Coke forever with his new vampire friend. If he manages to also get this Antasma fellow addicted too. You want that, Ben? I think the whole world would.
Maybe I'll just start a Diet Coke bloodline, huh? You'll all be begging for a sip of the Trump vampire diet soon enough. Biden, you are a weird guy, and maybe the reason why we have warning labels. But you actually gave me a good idea. For one day, and one day alone, you're an honorary winner.
There's no such thing as a Diet Coke bloodline, and this bat guy isn't even a vampire.
Oof, what the heck just happened? Did we win? I got all distracted, and look at the mess. Luigi is passed out, and the whole blimp got busted.
You'd know that if you weren't too busy panicking about vampires. And speaking of that landing pad we got down safely, besides yourself, if you were in the game, you would have sunk in the water somewhere, and a shark would have ate you. Then puked you right out. Let's just say it's an unending cycle.
Structurally speaking, the blimp's descent was rapid, but due to its angle of impact, it...
Oh yeah, Joe? You love Luigi so much? Fine. I officially declare you on Luigi duty. I have to say it again, since you forgot, of course. Here's a new rule. We must mute Joe's mic every time Luigi is asleep. He's playing him, right? Let's make this roleplay more accurate.
What? What did I do? The hell?
Actually, muting someone arbitrarily does raise ethical concerns.
Great, so it's settled. Joe, you handle Luigi. Just don't get too emotionally attached.
Fuck you, Donald.
And just like that, the Sleepy Joe problem is solved. It's incredible, folks. We should have done this years ago. Look at him shove ice cream down his mouth, anything to get an extra scoop in as he waits for Luigi to wake up. Trust me, it'll be a while, folks. You're welcome.
You do realize he's still talking, right? If you're lucky, he might choke on it as he keeps yapping. Well, lucky for you, anyway.
Yeah, Joe, keep rambling. Nobody can hear you. It's like being at one of your rallies. He is like a remote-controlled car. Of course, a Ford Model T or something. Kamala is the one really controlling him. Or, well, she was, but she wasn't being paid enough, so she quit. She's finally being smart for once.
Okay, so what's next? You know how we are playing this game and roasting failed presidents instead of being the president yourself. America is literally burnt toast as we speak.
Well, let me break it down. This game, it's got a lot of tutorials. I mean, so many tutorials. It's disgusting. You can't play for 5 seconds without some NPC telling you how to jump, how to move, how to breathe. It's like the game was made for Sleepy Joe. What? Should we change his diaper next?
Yeah, some older Mario and Luigi games threw you into the action a bit faster, but this one really wants you to learn. High school was a breeze compared to this, and I haven't even played this game before, but that is what literally everyone says about it.
Too much learning. We're gamers, not scholars. That's why, starting next episode, when we get to the battles with both brothers, we're taking turns playing. First round, I'll be Mario. Sleepy Joe, if he ever wakes up, will be Luigi. Well, if Luigi gets up, my bad. If Biden doesn't fall asleep too.
And after that?
After that, Obama takes over as Mario, and we'll have a guest star playing as Luigi. Unlike Xenoblade, we'll have guest stars in this series. Preferably ones we invite, not ones that hack into our calls because they have no friends and would rather play with a skunk and even fucking Hillary.
Oh, great. Thanks for the invite, Don. I appreciate that. As someone with no friends, as you correctly pre-assumed.
Oh, Ben, buddy, you really thought I was serious? That's cute. That's adorable. You're like a fluffy little stray dog, but you're still Ben Shapiro. I'm kicking you to the curb. Get wrecked, stupid nerd. The MAGA movement rejects nerds. That's rule number 312.
You literally just said there'd be a guest, Luigi. Do you not hear your own words, you fat bastard?
Yeah, a guest. Someone people like. Maybe Vivek Ramaswamy, Pam Bondi, George Bush, Jeffrey Epstein. Oh wait, no one likes him except myself and Bill. Even Kamala Harris, Hillary, and that blabbering sleepy fuck are all upgrades over you. Grow up, scrawny nerd. Use logic and figure out no one likes you.
You kind of set yourself up for that one, Ben.
This is why no one respects conservatives in gaming spaces. I should go back to watching my Powerpuff Girl reruns. But I'm not a scrawny nerd. I'm not a wimp, so I'm staying here, and you're going to have to deal with it. As you always say, Donald, womp womp.
Only I can say womp womp. Obama, he is stealing one of my catchphrases. No one is allowed to do that. Not even my next of kin and my hot daughter. Barry, make him stop. This isn't funny. This is rigged against me. All a huge scam and fraud. Ben, what are you doing?
I usually have good laughs over liberal tears, but even conservative ones like this are funny too. Keep crying, Donald.
I hate you so much, I hope you know that. All right, back on topic, people. We've got a very important in-game moment here. Z-Check X quiz. Big moment, huge. This will matter a lot as we'll get tons of free money for getting the questions right. I'm only doing this because I can't do microtransactions. If I could, we'd be spoiled.
We could just read what the conductor is saying.
No, it's not the same, Brock. You see, these Z people, the way they talk, it reminds me of a, how do I put this? A very special French kid, or honestly, Joe Biden.
And right as you say that, folks at home, Joe is currently flipping Trump the Bird on camera. He is very animated about it, even as ice cream is falling onto his keyboard and all over his shirt. He'll just get bathed by his daughter when this thing is over, so he'll be fine.
Oh, what a shame. Nobody can hear him. He's just a silent, angry little man. It's beautiful. We should do this more often. I'm the president now. I can mute whoever I want. Besides Ben, he has some kind of special perms. God, how much do you do this, Ben? Mess with the Sonic Discord, people, next time. But, look, this is amazing. Look at these toads. They don't even know the name of the island they're on. They're all like, where are we again? Absolute disaster.
Maybe they just forgot, Don. Not everyone memorizes everything like you claim to.
No, Barack. This isn't normal. This is full-blown dementia. We've got an entire squad of senile little mushrooms wandering around, lost, confused, looking for the nearest retirement home. It's sad. Even Toadsworth knows better. What do they think? This is Bernie's communist Cuba or what, brah?
You do realize this is just a gag in a Mario game, right? And you sound like the one with dementia right now. Please, retire already.
I mean, folks, I thought Joe had it bad, but these toads, they're making him look sharp. Maybe we need to get them all a GPS. Or better yet, just send them to the same place Joe goes when he's on vacation.
You are way too invested in this.
It's comedy gold, Barack. These toads belong in a nursing home, and I should be the one running it. I'd make nursing homes great again. I'll even get Joe a spot. Of course, he'll get the smallest room, and all the teen employees will get restraining orders against him, but I won't blame them.
My God, the world is ending before my very eyes. Okay, wait a minute. Peach actually thought his name was Dr. Sneezemore instead of Snowsmore? How does that even happen?
See, Barack, you're starting to get it. These people are not very bright. The whole blimp was full of low IQ individuals and idiots.
I mean, it's right there in writing. Was she just not paying attention? Did she not recall the name and the whole introduction we had to the weirdo?
Actually, this reminds me of the last time I was sick. Terrible flu, awful fever, and my wife, who, by the way, is a doctor, gave me this ridiculous over-the-counter syrup that, frankly, didn't do anything. I had to fact-check the ingredients myself, and do you know what I found? It was mostly...
Ben, nobody cares about your tragic battle with the sniffles. And you don't have a wife keep role-playing, buddy.
Yeah, man, we're talking about how Peach's brain short-circuited, not your pharmacy conspiracy theories.
It's not a conspiracy if the facts...
Ben, I swear to God, if you don't shut up, I will put you on mute right next to Sleepy Joe. Okay, why am I a political prisoner again? This is all rigged, super rigged. Let me out of here. This guy is being paid by the Democrats and Letitia James. How did they get into the game? Shit!
There is no logical standpoint for this. How is this guy's head is upside down, and what is this black hole-like substance around his head? I'm stumped.
He's gonna eat us. I don't know if this is cannibalism or not, but what the fuck? What the actual fuck? I'm not going to be someone's meal. I'm Donald Trump.
This is some Hansel and Gretel stuff, man. Is this coming out of one of Joe's nightmares? What kinds of pills are Nintendo on? Did Biden loan them some of his pills? Fuck.
I knew this island felt off. What kind of sick mind does this man have? Just kidnap the princess. We don't want her if our lives are on the line.
Oh, wait a second. I just remembered. These guys, these are literally the weakest enemies in the game. These monsters that this dumb French QB guy are talking about are literally weaker than Goombas.
You sure? I'm certainly very alarmed.
Of course, I'm sure. This is basically the Mario equivalent of getting mugged by toddlers.
I don't know, they look aggressive.
Ben, relax. These things are weaker than Joe after skipping breakfast.
Weaker than Kamala trying to explain a simple policy. I give her a script, we had rehearsals for simple interviews, and we force-fed these people hope. And she still failed. These guys are worse, according to Trump. Does that sound right?
Weaker than Jeb Bush at a rally. Please clap energy. How cringy can one get? He shocked me. What a dweb.
Weaker than a Twitter fact check on one of your posts? Well, pre-Elon Musk.
Ouch, Ben. But no, even weaker. Like, these guys make Mitt Romney look like a gladiator. At least he actually had the decency to retire. Even when he is 100, he'll still be a stronger foe. I mean, at this point, even Hunter Biden's laptop could beat them in a fight. Even little babies could beat these guys. Like, imagine a daycare rebellion. Toddlers throwing rattles, screaming. Absolute chaos. Still a better army than these things.
Okay, we get it. They're weak.
Just making sure you're not going to embarrass yourself when you fight them, Benny boy. Oh, wait, you'll never get to because I'm keeping you 5 miles away from me. Screw off. Oh my God, here we go again. Toadsworth, I swear if you give me one more tutorial, I would perish that thought, but you'll give me another tutorial soon. What, are you going to teach me how to scratch my ass?
He's just making sure you understand the basics, man.
The basics? He's explaining what a health bar is. What, does he think I've never played a video game before? It's like if I went to a restaurant and the waiter gave me a 5-minute TED Talk on how to chew my food. I'm not a baby. Go bother Joe.
Well, maybe they do that for people who eat like you, so you don't choke to death, obviously.
Ben, I eat very normally, but this tutorial, this is like if you got on a plane and the pilot spent 2 hours explaining what a seatbelt is. You see this strap? You click it in. If the plane crashes, you're still dead, but at least your body stays in one piece.
Okay, but you gotta admit, some people need the help.
Not me, not anyone with a functioning brain cell. This is like going to a gym, and before you can lift weights, the trainer sits you down for an hour-long PowerPoint presentation on what muscles are.
Or like Biden explaining the economy he left behind.
Exactly. You get it, Ben. See, it's like someone explaining how to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Don't forget to repeat or you die. Toadsworth, buddy. I appreciate the effort, but let me play the game. All right, folks, I'm taking over. No more of Toadsworth's baby talk. This is the leveling up system. You defeat enemies, you gain experience, and when you level up, you get stronger. It's that simple. I mean, even Joe could understand this. You can even choose to make one power extra stronger, too.
I wouldn't go that far. You may need to get him a class to learn such a simple thing. Donald, you have tons of money laying around. You could get him a private tutor. They'll stay around until they have to wipe his dirty butt. I had to do that a lot during my presidency.
Now, if life had a leveling up system, I'd be at level 1000. Do you know how much I have to put up with? Fake news, rigged elections, Sleepy Joe, annoying little goblins like Ben Shapiro hacking into my calls. And maybe I'll get Mike Pence to become his private tutor. He deserves it.
You cannot level up by complaining, Trump. That's not how experience works. Maybe you'd lose experience points because you waste them on McDonald's deals and scaring half the country worse than if a zombie apocalypse were to occur and a meteor were about to strike planet Earth. You are nuts.
Oh, I definitely gain experience. Every day I wake up, deal with the worst people imaginable, and somehow I come out stronger. That's what we call real-world grinding, Ben. You wouldn't get it. I saw your Minecraft Let's Play. That was embarrassing. Don't ever call yourself a gamer or I'll kill you.
That's not real grinding. That's just you talking in circles.
All right, enough of this. I've been muted this whole time because I'm apparently on Luigi duty. What does that even mean?
Oh, look who decided to wake up. Welcome back, Luigi. Oh, wait, sorry, Sleepy Joe.
You muted me just because I got to be Luigi. That's discrimination against people with green hats. That is against everything I stand sorry sleep for.
No, Joe, it's because you kept going on about vampires when we were supposed to be playing the game. Keep it up and I'll rickroll you.
I was trying to keep you all safe. Antasma looked like he could suck the blood right out of you.
You wouldn't even need to with how pale you are. You already look half drained. He doesn't want to finish someone else's meal. He would hate to get sick by a rotten piece of flesh like yourself. Time has already dealt enough damage to you, Sleepy.
I liked it better when I was muted. You all have anger issues. You should all stand in the corner for half of an hour and think about what you have done. I'm very disappointed in all three of you.
You all did. Just mute yourself again, please. Thanks.
Ben, shut up. No one invited you. If this group had social credit, you'd be in the negatives and we'd all have to line up and be a firing squad and force you to shut up. Now let's focus on playing the game.
Biden, no one cares what you have to say, but for once you are actually making sense. Ben, no one likes you, and I would explain why, but you probably heard that explanation a million times by now, and won't you look at that? Toadsworth finally goes away, but the battle is over. That guy is tiresome.
Seriously? That's it? You scared the hell out of us. Made us think we were about to be eaten alive and it was all just an act? I mean, the enemies were very weak, but what if this was a real-life scenario? My basketball skills don't translate to jumping on monsters like Mario.
Wait a second. So, we're not going to get eaten, but he said, I mean, the monsters were right there. And so this was all fake? What? This is even worse than the last Sesame Street episode. I bawled my eyes out when I forgot that the word animal had an M in it. How terrible!
Hold on. If it was an act, then what if one of the monsters actually ate someone? What would happen then? Would it still be considered part of the performance? Would Broke Monsieur be legally liable? Or would he claim it was improvised theater? And what about the ethical ramifications? Basically,
Ben, I gotta give it to you. That's some tremendous thinking. You're thinking bigly. You're thinking dangerously. I love it. Fantastic creativity, taking risks like that. Not afraid to think outside of the box. No one asked, but okay.
Donald, he's talking about legal and ethical consequences. Isn't the law one of the things you always get in trouble with? What got you so intrigued about this kind of stuff?
And that's why Broke Monsieur is a winner. He took a big risk, and guess what? He won. He pulled off the performance, fooled everyone, and we're all still alive. That's what I call entertainment.
My brain hurts, more than usual.
Trump, this isn't a win. This is reckless endangerment. He made innocent people believe they were going to die. That's psychological torture.
You say psychological torture, I say immersive experience. It's a difference of opinion, plain and simple.
You know, this place kind of reminds me of my old Irish castle back when I was King of Ireland for 50 years, before the British overthrew me back in the 12th century. Let's just say I've never forgiven them since.
King of Ireland? For 50 years, Joe, Ireland didn't even have a single king like that.
Oh yeah, man, I was the greatest king until the British invaded. Stole all of our ice cream. I still had the recipe though, so when it went bad, they all had to suck on their toes all day instead and reflect on their stupid decision. They still pissed me off to no end though. They took my pride.
Joe, what the hell are you talking about? You were never king. You were probably the jester, for goodness sakes. And that's even if you know how to juggle a ball. I mean, all you had to do was just give a speech to the king, and you would make a ton of money from that alone. Think about these things.
I had no choice. I had to step down, become a military commander, and fight to get the ice cream back. But the Brits, they were too strong. I failed my people that day. It was still the best ice cream I ever made. I felt horrible.
Joe, ice cream didn't even exist until the 15th century. Stop lying. You're not fooling me. Unlike some weaker minds around here.
That's what they want you to think. Don't fall for it. That's yellow journalism right there.
You could have just said fake news.
I hid the ice cream, kept it a secret for thousands of years, so I wouldn't have to share. So before you fact-check me with your pals Sean Hannity and Alex Jones, that's the truth right there. I doubt you'll run any story that makes me look good, but come on, man.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and I love it. Joe, you're telling me you hoarded ice cream for centuries?
And I do it again, so don't get on my bad side.
I can't do this today.
Joe, you should write a book. It would be the best fantasy novel of all time.
Oh, hell yeah, look at that. I'm back, baby. Time for me and Don to team up. Real dream team action. Let's make some money.
Whoa, whoa. Pull your pants up, Sleepy Joe. I will be playing this, but you, I don't think so. You might mess up and I need to hit this jackpot. You can jump in during the fights, leave literally everything else to me. I have the best gameplay and instincts. Look at my speed.
What the hell, man? You're saying I can't handle pressing a button? I almost pressed the nuke button to nuke your house back in 22. Want to test me? I kept a few with me when I left for Delaware. Don't fuck with me, little man. You're not even worth the spit that comes out of your big mouth, Jack.
That's exactly what I'm saying, and that's fake news. If you died tomorrow, I would bring your wife Jill to your funeral as my date. I think you should watch your own mouth, Joseph. I have the nukes now, and I have no one to stop me from using them.
This is outrageous. This is treasonous. You don't deny a king his game. I was the greatest king Ireland had ever known, and I'll be damned if some jester and chef stops me from reclaiming my glory. Who are King George and Queen Victoria again?
Jester? No one calls Donald J. Trump a jester-in-chief. You're looking for an ass-kicking. Turn around the corner and you'll find out if one is waiting for you. Spoiler alert, you're gonna finally see the gates of heaven.
That's right, Don. If you don't let me play, I'll have no choice but to reinstate the great Irish army, sail across the Atlantic, and invade America. I'll storm the White House, put on my crown, and ban you from the slot machines forever. I don't want you to bet the nation's debt on poker, Don.
Oh no, the King of Ireland's gonna take away my jackpot privileges. I'm so zoo scared.
You laugh now, Don, but when my troops arrive on the shores of Mar-a-Lago, you'll be begging to be my royal jester. Huh?
Can we just play the damn game?
All right, losers, I gotta go. My McDonald's just arrived. Just in time, right on schedule. The guy outside probably thinks he's delivering to some random schlub, but little does he know he's serving the greatest president of all time. Historic moment for him, probably gonna frame the receipt.
Wait, you still don't have a McDonald's inside the White House? I honestly figured you'd have had one put in on day one.
No, Barack, that's actually a fantastic idea. Brilliant, even. McDonald's inside the White House, open 24/7, free Big Macs whenever I want, unlimited Diet Coke refills at the push of a button. I'll make it happen. I'll even use American taxpayer dollars to do it, because why not? Amazing.
Donald, I was joking. That's not something you actually should do.
I wasn't. Think about it, folks. The most patriotic decision in presidential history. Other presidents built libraries or highways. I'll be the first to build a fully operational McDonald's inside the White House. People will say it's the greatest executive order ever.
He's actually going to do it, isn't he?
Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but if I do, it'll be tremendous. Anyway, when I get back, we're done with Mario and Luigi for now. We're switching to something with real action. Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh, hell yeah, more of the anime game with the big, you know, the guard with the big balloons. How fun.
So does this mean I'll be...
No, fuck off, Ben. Leave us
Fuck off,
alone.
Ben. Leave us alone.
This is why I told my mom I don't need friends, because this happens. Fuck you.